Buckle up, nerd fighters, real-life cyber threats. Hey everyone, it's your old pal, King's Name here. And let's be real. The internet is both this magical wonderland of cat videos and collaborative knowledge and a potential minefield of cyber threats. We're not talking about theoretical what-ifs here. Oh no, we're diving into the deep end with real-life examples that have made headlines, cost companies billions, and exposed our personal data in ways that would make even a seasoned internet denizen say, oof. So grab your metaphorical hard hats, nerd fighters, because we're about to explore the top 10 cyber threats that should be on everyone's radar. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of cybersecurity with real-life examples of cyber threats that have made headlines. Let's get started. Ransomware, when hackers hold your data hostage. Imagine this, you're just trying to finish a project, maybe write the next great American novel, or, just pay your taxes like a responsible adult. Suddenly, bam! Your computer locks up and a message pops up. Your files are encrypted, pay up in Bitcoin or say goodbye to them forever. That, my friends, is the nightmare of ransomware. It's digital extortion, plain and simple. And it's not just individuals who get targeted. Remember the WannaCry attack back in 2017? It swept the globe like a digital plague, hitting hospitals, businesses, even government agencies. Over 200,000 victims in 150 countries, all because someone clicked on the wrong link or opened a suspicious attachment. Suddenly, essential services are disrupted, surgeries are postponed, and the world gets a very stark reminder that in the digital age, even hospitals aren't safe havens. WannaCry resulted in over $4 billion in damages, and that's just one example. It's a stark reminder that cybersecurity isn't just about protecting our data, it's about protecting our way of life. Ransomware, when hackers hold your data hostage. Imagine this, you're just trying to finish a project, maybe write the next great American novel, or, just pay your taxes like a responsible adult. Suddenly, bam! Your computer locks up and a message pops up. Your files are encrypted, pay up in Bitcoin or say goodbye to them forever. That, my friends, is the nightmare of ransomware. It's digital extortion, plain and simple. And it's not just individuals who get targeted. Remember the WannaCry attack back in 2017? It swept the globe like a digital plague, hitting hospitals, businesses, even government agencies. Over 200,000 victims in 150 countries, all because someone clicked on the wrong link or opened a suspicious attachment. Suddenly, essential services are disrupted, surgeries are postponed, and the world gets a very stark reminder that in the digital age, even hospitals aren't safe havens. WannaCry resulted in over $4 billion in damages, and that's just one example. It's a stark reminder that cybersecurity isn't just about protecting our data, it's about protecting our way of life. Phishing, they're not just after your password, they want your whole identity. Phishing emails look like they're from your bank or a trusted service. They're the digital equivalent of a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's not just about stealing your password anymore. Cyber criminals are getting craftier. They're after the keys to your entire online kingdom. We need to be more vigilant than ever. Data breaches. Because sometimes even the big guys mess up. All right, let's face it, in the age of the internet, data is the new oil. It's valuable, it's sought after, and unfortunately it's often spilled. We're talking about data breaches, those moments when our digital lives get turned upside down because a company we trusted dropped the ball. And it's not just small-time players, even the giants like Facebook aren't immune. Remember the Cambridge Analytica scandal? It wasn't a hack in the traditional sense, it was a breach of trust on an epic scale. Cambridge Analytica, a political consulting firm, got their hands on the personal data of millions of Facebook users, not through hacking but through a personality quiz app. Sounds innocent, right? Except that data was then used to target users with personalized political ads during the 2016 US election. The fallout was huge. 87 million Facebook users affected, global outrage, and a renewed focus on data privacy and the regulations designed to protect it, like GDPR. Okay, picture this. You're about to watch the latest episode of your favorite show, the one you've been waiting for all week. You grab your popcorn, settle in, hit play, and Nothing. The website's down, your streaming service has gone dark. The internet, it seems, has betrayed you. And while there are a lot of reasons why the internet can be a fickle beast, one of the most frustrating is the dreaded denial of service attack, or DDoS for short. It's like a digital traffic jam where hackers flood a website or server with so much junk traffic that it collapses under the pressure. One of the most infamous examples of this was the DIN DNS attack back in 2016. DIN, a major DNS provider, was targeted by hackers who weaponized a network of internet-connected devices. Think smart toasters, security cameras, you name it. They flooded DIN's servers and the internet shuddered. Websites like Twitter, Reddit, Netflix, even the New York Times, all went dark. It was a stark reminder that our interconnected world, for all its wonders, is incredibly vulnerable. We often imagine hackers as shadowy figures, lurking in the dark corners of the internet, but sometimes the most significant cyber threats come from within. We're talking about insider threats, employees, contractors, or anyone with access to sensitive information who decides to use it for nefarious purposes. And perhaps the most famous example of this is Edward Snowden. In 2013, Snowden, a former NSA contractor, leaked classified information about global surveillance programs run by the US government. The documents he revealed showed the staggering scale of government surveillance, collecting data on millions of people around the world. The Snowden leak sparked a global debate about privacy versus security. The Snowden case is a complex one with no easy answers. Let's face it, as much as we like to think we're rational beings, humans are often the weakest link in the cybersecurity chain. We're gullible, we're trusting, and sometimes we just click on things we shouldn't, and that's where social engineering comes in. It's not about brute forcing passwords or exploiting software vulnerabilities, it's about manipulating people into giving up access themselves. Think of it as hacking the human operating system, and one of the most audacious examples of this was the Twitter hack of 2020. Hackers weren't after Twitter's servers, they were after the people who had access to them. Using a combination of phishing, social engineering, and good old-fashioned deception, they managed to gain access to Twitter's internal tools. Chapter 7. Advanced Persistent Threats. The Silent Invaders. Now let's talk about the cyber threats that keep security experts up at night. Advanced Persistent Threats, or APTs. These aren't your average hackers looking for a quick buck. These are highly sophisticated, often state-sponsored groups engaged in long-term espionage and sabotage. We're talking about the digital equivalent of ninjas, infiltrating systems undetected, lying in wait, and stealing valuable data right from under our noses. Think of it like this. If a regular cyber attack is a smash-and-grab robbery, an APT is like a team of art thieves replacing the Mona Lisa with a perfect replica. You won't even know you've been robbed until it's too late. One of the most chilling examples of this was the SolarWinds supply chain attack in 2020. Hackers, believed to be from Russia, managed to insert malicious code into software updates for SolarWinds, a company that provides IT management tools to thousands of organizations worldwide, including Fortune 500 companies and US government agencies. Chapter 8. IoT Vulnerabilities. When your toaster becomes a weapon. Remember that dystopian future we always imagined, where our devices rise up against us? Well, thanks to the Internet of Things, it's closer than we think. Except it's not our toasters and refrigerators becoming sentient yet, it's hackers turning them into weapons. See, IoT devices, smart home gadgets, wearable tech, even industrial sensors, they're often designed with convenience in mind, not security. And that makes them prime targets for hackers looking to create chaos. Take the Mirai botnet attack of 2016. Hackers exploited vulnerabilities in millions of IoT devices, from security cameras to home routers, and enslaved them into a botnet, a vast army of compromised devices under their control. Then they unleashed it. Millions of hijacked devices, all bombarding targets with traffic, causing websites and services to crumble under the strain. Chapter 9. Cyber espionage, stealing secrets in the digital age. Espionage, the clandestine world of spies and secrets, might seem like something out of a Cold War thriller, but in the digital age, it's more relevant than ever. We're talking about cyber espionage, the use of hacking and digital surveillance to steal sensitive information from governments, companies, and individuals. And unlike traditional espionage, which often involve trench coats and shadowy meetings, cyber espionage can be carried out from anywhere in the world with just a few keystrokes. One of the most brazen examples of this was Operation Aurora, a cyber espionage campaign discovered in 2009. The attackers, believed to be state-sponsored hackers from China, targeted a who's who of tech giants, including Google, Adobe, and Yahoo. Their goal? To steal intellectual property, source code, and access the Gmail accounts of human rights activists. Chapter 10, Malware, the digital plague you can't see. All right, let's end our journey into the dark side of the internet with a classic malware. It's the digital equivalent of a virus, sneaking onto your devices, wreaking havoc, and spreading like wildfire. And just like real-world viruses, malware comes in all shapes and sizes, from annoying adware to full-blown ransomware that can bring down entire organizations. One particularly nasty strain of malware is NotPetya, which wreaked havoc back in 2017. Disguised as ransomware, it spread through a Ukrainian accounting software company, quickly infecting systems and causing billions of dollars in damage worldwide. But here's the kicker. NotPetya wasn't actually designed to make money. It was a cyber weapon designed to disrupt and destroy. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 real-life cyber threats that prove the internet, for all its wonders, can be a scary place. But don't despair. The first step to protecting ourselves is awareness. By understanding the threats, we can start to take steps to mitigate them. So stay informed, be vigilant, and don't click on any suspicious links. Let's work together to make the internet a safer place for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on cybersecurity and how to protect yourself online.